Monday, July the 15th, gang, we are in a new cycle. I don't know if you watched our video, and if you're not on Facebook, then you wouldn't have had a chance to. All right, here's the deal. This is summer. It's an ollie cycle. Yeah, it's supposed to be. I know. But what we're gonna do instead of clean and jerks is clusters, which are kind of like clean and jerks, but like faster, right? More like a thruster, yes. With a specific intent for that, but we feel like it replaces clean and jerks kind of well, not exactly what you don't get the jerk work in, but I promise we'll get it in other ways. So we'll consider this to be like a Fran cycle, meaning that in addition to these heavier clusters, we're gonna have to do a bit of thruster volume. So you guys remember that question of the day last Monday? Would you rather do burpees or thrusters? You can get rid of one, but you have to keep the other one. Well, that was just a hypothetical. We have them both today. And we have them for a specific reason. We want to be able to do a volume of thrusters, such that one day when we get to Fran, which is 45 thrusters at 95 or 65 or lighter, that feels commonplace to us, that we're like, yeah, I can do that because I already did a bunch of other thrusters and various other forms and challenges throughout the cycle. And today is one such challenge. It is a couplet, however. It's 4 rounds, but with I hope it's not an aggressive time cap, but with a time cap of 15 minutes, 15 thrusters, 10 lateral bar-over burpees. Now that might seem easy-ish, except when you just remember these are thrusters and burpees. So together, it doesn't matter what the loading on the barbell is. That could be it's the kind of combination where by themselves those movements are not horrible, especially like it's lateral burpees over the bar are the fastest kind of burpee we have at a 40 volume, which is not crazy for a volume of burpees. And then thrusters, when you hear what I have to say about it, maybe will make you feel a little bit at ease about it, because the loading of this thruster should be no heavier than 50% of your max squat clean, whatever that used to be, whatever that was. Or, you could maybe think of it as, it's probably not going to be 50% of your max cluster today, because you are limited at what you can cluster. So think of it as, what is your max squat clean? Do half or less of that. That's rule 1, right? That's rule 1. Rule 2 is that first set needs to be unbroken. That's how we will know that you chose the right weight. Because will sets 2, 3, or 4 be unbroken? Maybe not, right? This is what happened to me. First set was definitely unbroken. Ensuing sets were not, because you're just that tired. It has nothing to do with the loading of the barbell. We want the right reason to have to put that barbell down to be, I feel like I don't have any wind left. Not because I don't feel strong enough to lift that bar. Maybe I don't feel strong enough in the moment because I'm fatigued, but I know I could. And that first set that we're asking to be unbroken will be fresh, right? It's the first thing and only thing you will have done at that point. 15 unbroken thrusters, and then let the chips fall where they may. I don't always say that that's the strategy, but that's the strategy today. And that's how we know if you use the right bar or not. Now, it's a 15-minute cap. We hope not to have to use it, but we think some people will have to. My time was, I think it was 9:58. 9:58 or 9:52. The answer is on my phone. Unbroken on the first set of thrusters, maybe the second as well. I forget. At a certain point, I did need to break it up 10 and 5. And that still kept me under the cap. My weight was 125. And that is how we decided on the loading requirements today. So my weight was 125, and yours can be that or lighter. Remember, 50% of your 1 rep max squat clean, and then when I figure out what that number is, could I do that for 15 unbroken thrusters? And go from there. I expect many of us to have a, pretty light barbell. All right, enjoy.